Please welcome Amy Schumer, Jillian Bell, and Brianne Howey.
Glad you got the flowers.
Yes. From all of us.
Thank you. That's so kind.
Yes.
So kind. They weren't here for a previous show at all.
Never.
No, those are from us. Those are from us.
Y'all must have had so much fun on this set. It's nice to see you two again. Nice to have you on the show, Brianne.
Thank you so much for having me.
Yeah.
Nice to meet you. I'm such a fan.
No, ditto. Wait, so last time I think you were here, it was also around Valentine's Day.
It was.
Yeah, so this is our date. This is our yearly
romantic.
thing. Yeah.
You and I, a lot of people don't know this, are dating.
Exactly. Thank you for the flowers.
And the flowers from
yes.
me. I just want to say how out of breath I am from just the walk here and then the crawl. Yeah.
That's like me in my house. I was like, you're going to stop using, there's like an elevator, and I was like, you're going to use this stage. I started, and I'm like, I meet my 8-year-old son's doing it with me, and he's like, what's wrong with you? And I'm like, nothing.
Yeah.
And I can't, I'm like, on the
Mom's
6th floor.
fine.
Yeah, it's like, we're fine.
Yes.
It's like, I'm old. Anyway, any plans to do anything fun this Valentine's Day?
This V-Day?
Yeah.
I think
V-Day sounds so different, but yes.
Is that doesn't sound good,
It sounds different,
right?
but yeah.
I'm going to make sweet love to my husband.
Nice.
Sweet.
Wow.
Well, you know what?
It's
been
gift.
a year.
Yeah.
It's been a year. So we thought, let's do it then.
Yeah.
No, that's going to be the big SNL 50th weekend, so.
Oh, that's fun.
Yeah.
So wait, you worked here for like at 30 Rock at SNL for, was it a year?
Yeah,
like
for a year I wrote for SNL.
I hear this is the most fun story, that you kind of slightly embarrassed yourself at an after thing.
I mean,
this is my
pretty much
favorite thing
everyone,
that I've heard anyone say to a celebrity.
Okay,
Oh my
so
gosh.
I had some alcohol, and as you do, and Kesha was the musical guest, and I saw her on the dance floor, and I gathered confidence, and I ran up to her, and right when like the beat dropped, I grabbed her hand, and I raised it to the sky, and I said, "We're gonna live forever."
Actually, my favorite thing ever.
I made her a promise that day
straight
that
up
I
from the movie.
cannot keep.
I was like, oh my God.
I know that we've all been that kind of, it's like that kind of tipsy you get to, and you're like, I love you.
Yeah.
It's like that same thing.
But you take it to another level,
Yeah.
which is we are now
You're like,
immortal.
as you say it, you're like, I've crossed a line.
Yes.
And I can't take it back.
I can't take it back.
Yeah.
What did you do?
She was like,
Was she into it?
I feel
Was
like she's casual. She was
scared?
kind of like, hell yeah.
I think she was probably into
She's
it. And
quite
then I left
sweet.
there and was like, well, no one's going to know about that. And then Monday morning, Seth Meyers was our head writer. And he was like, Jillian, I heard you promise Kesha something. And I was like, I'm so glad you brought it up.
Mortality.
Oh
Yeah.
my God.
So
You
that
were
was-
drunk enough that you thought you were like Kesha level rocking.
Yes.
As a writer, I
Yes.
love it.
Yes.
I love it.
As a writer.
Has anyone
that
ever done
level
that
of,
to you?
Like, oh, embarrass themselves? Well,
like
I,
grabbed your hand and been like,
oh. People
Can
do
you
a lot
will
of
you
crazy
do it to
things.
Kelly?
That
Will
people
you do
a
it
lot-
to
No,
Just
I'll
see
do
what
it
it
with
felt
you.
like.
Watch
Ready?
this.
Felt like,
We're gonna live forever! I'm the girl who did it. I believe you. By the way, though, I don't know if I don't get embarrassed. I should, but I don't
love
get
that about
embarrassed.
you.
Have you ever gotten embarrassed in front of?
I just went to this gifting suite this was very recent.
You went to a what?
So it's like sometimes you can go to these little suites and they'll give you little samples of things.
Oh, okay.
Samples of products to try maybe.
Okay.
So they bring me into this suite and the man who brought me in introduced me immediately to another man who was standing there. And he, I don't know, he was backlit and holding a bunch of things. I'm also gonna blame that my daughter was in a sleep regression. I haven't been sleeping a lot.
Yeah.
I thanked this man for having me. I said, thank you so much for having me. This is so wonderful. The products are so beautiful. Oh no. 1 second later, he leaves. Everyone goes, thanks for stopping by, Richard. It was Richard Gadd from Baby Reindeer.
And you.
I thank him for having me.
Oh.
I have since seen him. Because then they won the Golden Globe. So I saw him afterwards at the Golden Globes party after his big win. And he's the kindest, sweetest, most wonderful man.
Really?
But it was mortifying. Yeah.
All right, they have said, like, wrap it up on this screen for like 10 minutes. Let's get to some commercials with the help of Karen and our audience.
Hi, Kelly, Amy, Jillian, and Brianne. I'm so excited for Kinda Pregnant. I can relate to some of the premise. I know what it's like to be a mom and a teacher. It's a lot. But it's also got its benefits. Being a teacher has made me a better mom, and being a mom has made me a better teacher. This hour's getting better and better too, because Kelly has more with Amy, Jillian, and Brianne right after this.
We're back with Amy, Schumer, Jillian, Bell, and Brianne Howey. Now we can look at their new Netflix movie, Kinda Pregnant. So that does explain a lot, but it's explained a little bit of the movie.
That's a fair question.
Yeah.
I think a lot of people can relate just at that age where it's like, okay, I better decide if I want to have a baby or not now. Just my character's always wanted a family, doesn't want to be alone, and gets broken up with, and all of her best friends are getting pregnant, having babies, and so I sort of fall into this thing where I kind of fake a pregnancy. And I get really caught up in this lie, and I make friends, and I kind of fall in love, and so yeah, it leads to a lot of tension and
because it's a lie you can't get away with, you know?
It's gonna at some point it's gonna come out.
Yeah, the sun's gonna rise.
Yeah, I don't think my character really thought it through. Not like me, who makes really good decisions.
Solid decisions daily.
Really strong.
You only make lies you know you can get out of.
Right,
Yeah, a smart liar.
But this movie really is all just lying, and I love that. Like, I think lying is so funny, just to lie so hard.
It's a lot of material.
Yes. Yeah.
So let's talk about this scene. There's a real scene that you ended up using that was kind of a real thing for you that you used in the movie. Talk about that a bit.
So Amy actually called me the night before, and we were talking, we were going over the scene.
Yeah.
And she was like, I think we have an opportunity here to do something a little bit different and a little bit special. Are you open to talking about your own birth experience? And when Amy says jump, you say how high. And that's what we ended up doing. And I'm so grateful to her that...
Is it kind of cathartic?
It was so cathartic. It was scary, but also so safe. It was so safe. And it was like one of the most intimate scenes and moments while we were shooting that. And it was extremely special. And I'm so grateful to Amy for pushing the limits. It was my first gig back after having her. I didn't know what to expect. I was really overwhelmed, and everyone here was so incredibly supportive. Amy was like, you bring her to set. So my daughter got to hang out with us on set. Amy offered to turn one of the rooms on the stages into a little nursery for her. And it was amazing.
It was amazing.
It was incredible.
And that was just so special. And like, by that point, like, I felt like we really knew each other, trusted each other. So to be like, let's throw away the script and let's just kind of talk about what this phase of, motherhood can feel like, and pregnancy and everything, and how it's not like nobody's like you have the baby and then you're a mom, it's like, and it was just really a beautiful
something that's
experience.
talked about a lot. And that's what Amy, you were like, have you ever seen people talk about their birth stories?
Right.
And I hadn't. I don't even know my own. And,
Right. A lot of people, like, because you're a mom right away, so you don't really have time to
process.
Yeah, process it and talk.
It's all about the baby.
It's all about the baby, and then maybe then it hits you like, oh my God, like the trauma that you just went through.
I'm not a mother, and that scene between the two of you is my favorite scene in the whole film. It's the most vulnerable. It's so real, and I just feel like we don't often see those scenes in movies where two women just get to be very vulnerable and real with each other.
And it's wonderful to do in a comedic environment. Like the whole movie, you laugh, but there's also like a message.
Right.
I think it's such a great vessel, comedy.
Julie and I also cried through a lot of our scenes together.
Oh, yeah, we had
some
a full
really
day.
beautiful, like, just that friendship. I don't know. It's such a good female empowerment friendship movie. That's the takeaway.
Like, so you were here before, and we were talking about this, you were doing a series. Do you gravitate towards those, the female connection kind of type? Because I feel like every time I'm talking to you, it's always, there's a just a breeding ground for females connecting and empowering each other and lifting each other up.
That's what it's all about. That's what I enjoy, and I feel like we just need more and more of that now more than ever. We really need to be advocating for ourselves and for each other, and just, you know, women get such a bad rap, like that they're catty or they turn on each other, and I don't find that. I find like women are like,
Yeah, agreed.
Yeah.
And you, this is a good one. You find in a scene a gray hair down there.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
My character finds a gray
Speaking
pubic
of
hair.
friends.
Getting older is so fun. I haven't done that yet, but I get them in my just random places on my
the
body.
chins?
Yeah. I'm like, I
Fantastic.
fell asleep and nothing was there.
That's the weirdest part.
How is it an inch long?
Santa came.
Like, exactly.
I've been shooting and it was a profile, and the makeup woman came up to me saying, "The lighting, I just have to snag."
And they
like
pluck it,
snagging
and then-
a long stray hair on your face.
Just in front of an audience
yes.
or something.
So sexual. Give me a full shave.
Yeah, but I love that moment is like, that's a real, you know, aging moment, which cannot be fun sometimes. Yeah, but a lot of comedy there.
There's a lot of comedy.
And that wasn't in the script. That actually happened, right? That's yes, that happened. Yes.
We wanted it to be real.
You
to
know what's
feel
funny
real.
is
Documentary.
when I was younger, I wanted to get a tattoo of a pubic hair. And
This
I'm
has
so glad I
so
didn't do this. So it was gonna be a pubic hair that had a little face, like a cartoon face. And it was going to have a red balloon and little gloves and a baguette, and his name was gonna be Pierre Le Pubic Hair.
If someone doesn't get that,
I was gonna say, this has to happen
someone
now.
get that.
This is
This
happening in the
audience
script.
supports you.
By the way,
They support your dreams.
here's the main reason I'm happy for you. Other than that, that's hilarious, actually.
Like, it's just always
So what
there.
happens when you do get pregnant? Not that I know from experience, but if you do have a tattoo in that general area, it becomes 3D. Because your stomach, Texas looks different. Is all I'm saying. I was like, well, okay, we're real proud Texans, and it was a real dumb idea in my 20s, and now it's a different tattoo.
Wow.
Yeah.
great
Now
premise.
you can like visit it. You know what I'm saying? It's like you're there. You know what I'm saying?
This ain't
It's
Texas.
I'm really glad you didn't get Pierre. Okay, we've been talking about kiddos this whole time, so let's end with this photo because I like it. This is
boy.
Amy as a kiddo.
No. Everybody stop that. Look, can you zoom in on that? Because it's actually not cute. Like, my parents...
It's actually amazingly
My
cute.
parents owned a baby furniture company, okay? And so I'm modeling that crib.
In a golden crib.
A
fancy.
golden
Fancy.
crib.
Oh.
If you zoom in on that photo, what you see is that I looked like a garbage pail kid, and my family went bankrupt because I think of my model.
No.
Oh my God! No,
That
those
photo
photos are
is
cute, by the way.
terrifying.
You are adorable, and I just love that it was a golden crib.
A golden
Yeah.
crib.
I
Yes.
was like, where's your silver
Very
spoon?
relatable. Very relatable.
I like the crib. All right, welcome back. We are here with Amy, Schumer, Brianne, Howey, and Jillian Bell. Their new movie is called Kinda Pregnant. You can see it on Netflix. In honor of the film, it's time for a new game about some traditional songs we sing to young children. This is sesquipedalian nursery rhymes. I say that word all the time.
Sesquipedalian nursery rhyme.
Okay.
Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious. It sounds like
It's your competition.
sesquipedalian. Yes, try and say that.
Yeah.
Teams are me and Jillian versus Amy and Brianne, the losers. Let's call upon. Let's call it. Look, I'm just all talk. I'm gonna not do well.
We have a
Let's
long history
call
of
upon a
competition.
host. We do.
Yeah.
Lord, you there?
Oh my gosh. Is that God? That's the Lord.
You're welcome.
Well, yes, I am. Hello, Kelly, Amy, Jillian, and Brianne. How y'all doing down there?
Wow.
We are great.
Looking good.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
Can you do a little
Don't be
better with
nervous.
the world right now?
Sure, I'm working on it. I'm working on it. But right now, we got to do this game show. That's the most important
That
thing.
is the most Yeah, that's how
Now,
List
this
of
one,
priorities.
this one here is for all the word lovers out there. Now, I will read a passage from a classic traditional nursery rhyme disguised by obnoxious, overly complicated language. All you got to do is ring in and tell me the name of the nursery rhyme when you think you know it. Now, steals are allowed, but if you answer, you can't answer again, and I'll keep reading to the end for the other team. Okay? You ready? Here's your first one. The oblong gentleman perched precariously upon the grand embankment You got it. Yeah, that's right, Humpty Dumpty.
I got this.
You didn't even know.
Now I'm kidding.
High school education. Okay.
We gave that one to you.
Okay.
Humpty Dumpty.
I
Okay.
feel no faith.
Okay.
Okay.
Here's your next one. The Scottish octogenarian owned a large plot of agrarian land on the countryside. We follow this intro almost parenthetically and quite nonsensically with a series of vowel sounds. Oh, Kelly.
B-I-N-G, or I don't know.
Old McDonald had a farm.
It's Old McDonald. There you go, Kelly and Jillian. You're on the board.
Okay.
Wow.
I'm the smartest woman
She's the smartest one. You just stand here. I'm just gonna hang out.
Okay, great.
That was good.
Hang out.
That
I'm
was
just
good.
here for
All right,
support.
yeah, get in
Yeah.
position there.
I was like, I
There
have
you go.
no idea.
All right, we got ourselves a tie here.
Okay.
1-1. Okay, here's your next one.
All right.
Story in my off time. So
The juvenile woman owned a small ruminant mammal. Not only was the curly coat of her young domesticated ovine clean. Oh, there you
Is
go.
that me? Mary had a little lamb.
You got it. Mary had a little lamb. That's another point for Amy and Brianne. There you go.
I knew that too. I was
I'm just
thinking that
here.
too. I just wasn't quick enough.
I was like, let's even it out
I
now. It'll
wasn't
be our
quick
turn
enough.
to win.
I just want to make y'all feel good.
Okay.
The diminutive arachnid summited the spigot from which. Oh,
It's a
go ahead.
itsy bitsy
Kelly.
spider.
You got it. It's a bitsy spider. That's another point for you.
I feel less stupid.
Here, oh my God, you mocked. Okay, one more.
Wow.
I got one.
What does it feel like,
Hey,
morons?
Amy, get herself-
Let me tell you.
I'm so sorry, it just came out.
Okay, we still tied up here, so this could be the decider. Here's your next one now.
Okay.
The large mass of burning gases coruscates in the night sky at such a distance. Kelly,
Oh no, I was gonna say Twinkle Twinkle Little Star, but I might be wrong.
you are correct. It is Twinkle Twinkle Little Star. Hold your boat gently down that stream.
I want these tracks. We're doing well.
Something.
I don't feel as stupid, you know? You know?
Now,
Okay.
They
now that sound means
Sorry,
we
I'm
only
not
have
good at
time
buzzers.
for one more. This is going to be our last one.
Okay.
And because I'm generous and I like to play with people's minds, this one will decide the winner. So it doesn't matter what point you got.
Sure.
If you get this one, you win it all. No pressure. That's right. Here we go. Here's the final nursery rhyme. Picture this: a troika of impaired rodents scampering across the floor. The triumvirate made the fatal mistake.
Three blind mice! No,
It's three
blind mice!
It's three blind mice.
Wait, did we get it though?
I was like, did you hit it first?
This is broken.
It's broken! I think we're all winners! We're all winners!
Only God can decide. Only God can decide. Kelly and Jillian, you are the winners. You've done it. You've done it.
Everybody be sure to watch Kinda Pregnant on Netflix.